All right, is our sound good? Let me know if you guys can hear us. That'd be wonderful. We have some new toys today, as it were. Ooh, reminds me. All right, so is that coming in over here?
Yeah.
Well, no, because yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's up? Whatop? Whoop, whoop. All right, let me grab this just for
1 minute.
Well, yeah. What's up? Hey guys, let us know where you're at, what you're doing, what's happening. Hopefully we have sound, if you can hear us. Oh yeah, it's going crazy. Sounds good. All right, so I'm gonna try something, and let me know if we still have sound.
Hang on. I'm gonna.
You're gonna be live?
I'm gonna be checking.
You're gonna be checking. What's up? Ooh, what is that? Oh my God, I'm here. You can start now.
Try it.
I'm tried. It's tried. It's tried. Ooh. My spoon is too big. Idaho. All right, so that's working. All right, back. No stickers. We had no stickers? I know we're almost out of stickers. We have more hopefully coming here soon. So if you haven't got them yet, don't worry. You will get them. Just give us some time. Victor, what's going on? Tennessee, Bakersfield. About to light the barbecue in Texas. Oh, that is spectacular. Arizona, I can hear you. Cali, drink some Corona. There's enough Corona going around for everybody.
There's a lot of
Sacramento,
Corona going
Minnesota. Ooh, 78 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Dude, let me tell you what, it is freaking ridiculously hot right now. We had we didn't go live last 2 days on Instagram. I apologize. I've been working 12-hour days to get this car done that we had. We kind of hinted towards it at the beginning of the week where we had a 2020 Ford Explorer in the bay, and
what's up, Jason?
It was a lot of work. I mean, this was definitely, and it wasn't hard. It was just there was a lot of work.
Well, that was the first one.
It was the first one we've done. What's up, Biscuit? So
what's up, Biscuit?
That 2020 took us a while. We had to make custom mounts for every speaker in the car. We had to take the doors off the car to run wires into it.
Yeah.
We had to take all the inside panels and the windows out so we could sound deaden it, dampen it, whatever.
Dampen.
So it was. Do you have a knife?
I have a knife. Yes.
Did you grab a knife?
We're gonna cut.
Need to cut open this. We got this earlier from Sound Digital. I've been waiting to open it, but I haven't had a chance. Puerto Rico, Nebraska. So anyways, because of that, we both came in early this morning, and 61. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
We both came in early this morning to get it tuned up and get it out, and so here we are 12 hours later.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Sleeping.
And with that, so like you saw this, so what one of the toys I've been waiting to get my hands on is this Blackmagic ATM Mini Pro, and we finally got it in. I'm gonna try to lift it up here and show you. It's this thing right here.
Hang on.
No, I got it. It's good. And what it's gonna allow us to do is show things like this. So here's this is the Clean Wire Club, and here's MTI Acoustics. So when we get to talking about that cool box sitting right there, we can easily move around now. I know, we're taking this to a whole nother level. It's getting crazy. Can't wait for you guys to work on my new 2021 Ford F-150.
Woo!
Can't wait either.
Can't wait.
Idaho. What's up? Beautiful
what's up?
70s. All right. Hi in Kentucky. Just got home from my first audio competition. Well, how did you do? Did you enter? And if you did, you enter? And how was it?
What kind of competition?
Sound.
Yeah, but like,
sound.
Different competitions.
Like SPL or SQ.
Yes.
Okay, so SPL or SQ.
Yeah.
I'm sure it came out great. It did come out wonderful. It was all K2, so once you had K2, it's like, how can you screw it? Oh, now you don't need a TV. We totally need the TV. The TV is so we can see what's going on. Yep. So we can see, hey, yeah. But the other thing too is I can come over here and I can look at Metra. I can look at PAC, I can look at Metra, we can tell you iData link. So you guys will know what the websites look like, and of course back to the Clean Wire Club. But the idea is it follows the audio, so it's like it never changes.
find the DNF tool drawer.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm here for.
All right. Well, why don't you talk for a minute?
All right, guys. So let me see. What's up from California? My Bill is in the house. South Dakota. All right.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
You even said it. Said it right. South Dakota, eh?
All right. I recently installed Pioneer ABH 600EX in my Mazda. I did a brake bypass. What would have happened if you didn't connect the remote blue and white wire?
So the blue-white wire is the remote turn-on wire. That's used to turn on things such as like an amplified antenna, which I don't recommend doing, but it's confused a lot because those are blue and that's a blue with white, so all blues must go together. They don't. But the blue-white is an amplified out. It's a 12-volt output that turns on and off, usually with source or power on the radio. So if it didn't get hooked up to anything, it's not the end of the world. There might not have been something there to hook it up to. So did you guys video? No, we did not video the new Ford Explorer.
There was no time.
Dude, there was no time.
Now, like, keep in mind, every time we do a video on a car or we film any install, it takes more than
and
the normal.
we had way too much time on that. I'm dying to open this. I've been looking at this for like 2 days. So bear with me for a moment here. I want to open this.
Oh, okay.
We can go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Right there. Hey,
perfect.
Do you want another one?
What?
So they can see where you open it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, look at, dude! It's like a kid in a candy store. We got this thing in the other day. We unboxed it, Fernando. We literally just hooked this up before we went live. All right. So here, let's switch. All right. Look at this.
Just live, guys.
All right. So we got an invoice. We got another Evo X. Ooh, now I get to open a box instead of you.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Don't rip the box.
Don't rip the box. So this is the Evo X 801 4-ohm. Like we always talk about, when you're dealing with Sound Digital, make sure you buy the one for the final ohm load you're going to have. Ooh, good. So somebody asked, what's the worst thing I ever did? I'm sorry, Sound Digital. What's the worst damage I've ever done to myself?
Nails?
It's, is that? No, there's no nail left. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyways, back to this. So make sure when you're buying the amplifier, you get the right ohm load because you want to get the most power possible. Inside of this, yeah, no doubt, right, is, oh my God, this is tiny. He wasn't kidding.
So how many watts is this?
This is an 800 by 1.
Wow.
At 4 ohm. And the reason why we had him give us the 4 ohm one is because if you guys remember, Fernando has that guy over there. Spin over.
All right.
Fernando has that guy on the shelf right there underneath those shirts. That's a T110. And this is going to power that T110. So they sent us this. So the idea for me is I'm going to make the cutest little amp board where I'm going to have this and one of these two. I haven't decided yet. Now that I've seen how small this is, I might go with, because I think this will make, oh yeah. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna build this amp rack here for us to put in your car. So this will do the tweeter in the mid, and this will do the subwoofer. I want to see how that sounds. Look at that. So basically, you got 400 by 4 and 800 by 1.
That is awesome.
That is something. That is cool. Dang, it's amazing what you can do with money and all the cool things we can buy with it. Oh my gosh.
Let's get that.
So, look how it's 800 watts. Dang, man. All right, I'm just gonna put these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Okay, so was that Paul? No, Paul's. All the doors are locked. No one comes in here.
Nobody comes over here.
Big D needs this on his bench, right? I think he has one of these. Actually,
really?
He has one of these. He has. So this is the Mini Pro.
Okay.
He has the Mini because the Mini came out first.
Okay.
So, yeah, and this one's more because why not? How small is that amp? It's so small.
Well, let me grab
tape measure.
a tape measure so you guys can see.
Yeah. All right. You want to grab your camera again?
All right.
I mean that's. Look at
this
guy. I swear he's having so much fun.
Right.
All right. So let me go this way so you can see. Oh, you can. Oh yeah, that's right. You can. All right. So we got 6 inches by 4.5 by looks like 2 1/4.
It's tiny.
And it's 2 inches. Yeah, I guess that's scale right there. Wow. Okay. Good call.
All right.
Good call. Yay. Ah, the fun he's gonna have. Hey Haley, what's going on? It's the Haley.
Haley. It's the Haley show.
She's bummed, man. She's bummed because she doesn't have the quad box anymore.
I bet.
Can I use a 5-channel for highs only and a separate amp for sub? Yes, you can. Obviously, that 5th channel is just going to sit there and do nothing. It's not the end of the world. But yes, you can do that.
How much for those amplifiers? Check sounddigitalusa.com. You know, I mean, we have this thing that we can use it.
Yeah, I have no idea.
What DSP will you pair with those amplifiers?
I'm thinking you're gonna want something small. So this is the Evo X line here. Dude,
so
look at this monster. 35 point. So this is a burper. This all this does. This is you're just going bah! That's it. This is the amplifier that like is for a system.
Yeah.
But so obviously something small would be cool. So like a DSR1.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, or you know who's got a new Ground Zero.
Ground Zero
has their new mini DSP that I'm trying to get my hands on. It's not out yet, but once we so that's kind of like my perfect little world would be to have the Ground Zero mini DSP and then these 2 amplifiers on a nice board. But we'll take what we can get for right now. But Ground Zero has a new mini DSP. Also, what's the brand? Moscone. Moscone has a new mini DSP also.
Oh yeah, I mean.
But I mean, honestly, you could probably do
the Helix.
Well, you could do the Helix DSP Mini.
Yeah, I mean.
If you're gonna do, you can do the Helix DSP Mini.
Greetings
from South Africa.
What's up? What's up, El Fernandez?
Sound digital compared to audio control quality. Different amplifiers for different things. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. They're not the same beasts. Okay, like, you know, this is great, and this will do 800 watts, but this is not what I would compare this to. I would compare this maybe against like a PBR or a T, you know, something apples for apples. I don't consider a big 800 watt amp to be something I'm gonna compare to this.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not how. These are form and function amplifiers. So, you know, this is like I have this much room, I'm gonna do that. Kenwood or Pioneer? What do you think, Fernando?
Kenwood, Kenwood definitely.
Okay.
I would go with Kenwood.
Can I run 100 watts to 50 watt RMS tweeters crossed over appropriately without blowing the tweeter? I mean, technically, yes. It's not just the crossover. Okay, here's the big secret. Your tweeters really only see about 2-3 watts, maybe 5 watts tops. With that amount of power.
How's that possible?
I know, how's that possible? How's that even happen? Remember, it's a very limited frequency that it's playing. It's the distortion that kills them. It's the heat that gets generated on that. He doesn't know anything.
But yeah.
But it's the heat that causes them, and the heat is from gain and distortion. So keep the gain all the way down. You can run a boatload of power to speakers. It's just when it starts to distort or it starts to clip or you start playing things it doesn't like, that's when it goes bad.
The DSR1 is pretty small. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I just so happen to have one here I can compare it to.
Yep.
And then the show and tell starts. This is what I like about this, to be honest with you, is the show and tell portion of this. When we talk to manufacturers and we're like, hey, just send us the product so we can talk about it. Show and tell. So this is a DSR1 here.
What is that?
So there you go.
Oh wow.
That's
yeah. That's small.
Yeah, that's the 801. Here's the 400. I mean, conceivably, as you can see, you could probably do that with. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know it's funny too when we talk to them. They're like, what? How? Like if I put it in a car, it stays in the car. Send me 2. Because they're gonna ask questions, and if I don't have one to go, see, look, then they'll
You're
just
not
be
gonna
like,
see it.
Wait a minute, what happened? Why can't I see it?
Mm-hmm.
I love the show. Won't go gain a bit. I'm okay with doing 30. Okay, 500 watts. Yeah. There you go.
Perfect. Only thing left for me project is go to the DA1200 for the 3-way full comp.
Ooh. Yeah.
Or the LC. I mean the 6.
The 61200.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just so hang on. What does that say? Team build Haley a better quad box. Rock. No. Something else later. We'll get to that in like 6 months. There's other things that will do that. Anyways, I was gonna say something. I do have an awesome Lambo, or rather have that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you do have. Okay. You're funny, Haley. What are your? I know what I was gonna say. We were talking about K2s. Way sidetracked. Anyways. The Ford Explorer, the 2020 we just talked about, obviously got a set of K2 3-ways. And we used the 61200. And the nice thing, so the mid-range was here and the tweeters, it was like this. So they were right next to one another. So there's almost no difference as far as like delay goes, and tuning them together is super simple. So the 61200 powered, 1 and 2 powered the mid-range and the tweeter. And then because on their passive crossover, it's broken apart that way. It's bi-amp so that 2 channels can go off to power the mid and the tweeter, which makes total sense, and then 2 channels can be for the mid bass. So the mid bass got powered off of channels 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 for the rear. You can do a full 3-way set on them, meaning tweeter, mid bass with the D. The only downside to using the D61200 for that is there's going to be no rear fill in the car because there's only 2 outputs. So if you're planning on adding in delayed subwoofer, then you're going to need those 2 outputs for the subwoofer.
Correct.
Or 1 output. Either way. So if you want to do 3-way active front stage, a rear stage, and a subwoofer, then you're going to want to buy like a DM810 and get the LC versions because that will allow you to do that.
Right. All right. So somebody say, Dean, look on your tool drawer for the foam that you use around the tweeters and the small mid-range drivers to direct sound into the cab, but didn't see it.
Yes, it's not there.
Why?
Because the small foam that we use around the tweeters is something that Alpine puts in their boxes and they have for years, so we have like hundreds and hundreds of them. And the other thing too is just the other foam is just weather stripping foam that we use. A lot of this stuff is just stuff we accumulate and we don't have a really way to source it. It's one of those things I keep looking for, and when I finally find, I'll put up there. So really the only foam we have is the foam for behind the speakers.
There it is. He loved the K2s.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Noobster. Dude, those cookies.
Oh my God, thank you.
God,
thank you so
cookies.
Much. That was amazing.
Yeah. Dean, thoughts about doing a triathlon? Change it up a bit.
Huh?
All right. We'll run talk for just a second.
Okay.
I don't mind biking. I have a bike. I bought a bike when I hurt myself, so my bike I have a giant something sitting in the bedroom that I rode for, like 6 months? Then I got better and I stopped riding it. It hasn't been ridden since. My problem is the tri part. So biking is cool, running is no big deal. Swimming, forget it.
What?
Not gonna swim. I don't, I have a pool, and I have a pool, for one, my house came with it, and 2, the ocean is where they live, and I don't live there, I live on the land. So other than putting my feet in the water, that's it, bro. I ain't swimming in that shit. And with that, moving on.
All right. Uno Me 55. Thank you for the $5, man. Thank you guys for always being so informative, especially when it comes to DSP. Just wish I could have you guys in Seoul, Cali for my install. Well, thank you, man.
I like Cali.
I like
that explains why. Thanks. If I find a source, I'll let you guys know. Definitely. The funny thing is like Tessa, the people that make the black tape, they have they make the foam, but trying to find something on their website is like next to impossible. It's not geared for consumers or anything like that.
All right. Please help me. I bought a 10-inch MVX subwoofer for a 2014 Silverado crew cab. The shop is having an issue fitting the 10-inch in the seat. How do you think we can get it fit? I mean, I'm guessing it's like a JL.
Okay, so
No, hang on.
It's
I bought
an
a
MVX.
10-inch
It's
MVX. I'm sorry.
It's an MVX woofer. So if you, funny,
I'm sure it's
that
not
brings
that
us
shallow.
a perfect time to. No, it's probably not as shallow. But if you go to MTI Acoustics, this webpage here, who are the sponsors of the show this week and for the foreseeable future, they have accessories, and one of the accessories they sell are seat risers, so that you can see how tall this box is right here. It's a giant box. So in order to make this giant box, you have to raise the seat up. So they sell seat risers. So if you're trying to fit that giant woofer under there, you have to lift up the seat. So I would check out MTI Acoustics for something like that, and it is mtiacoustics.com. And just go into one of their so subwoofer specialty products. And if you can't find it, obviously just give them a call.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because they make,
they make boxes for
this guy right here. Contact us. But they have, they make these beautiful boxes, and but they also sell welded seat risers. Cookies with M&Ms or chunky chips. 25 to life. I love you, man. You hit all the good questions. There's no doubt about it. Chocolate chips for sure would be Haley's. So do you like chunks or chips? I'm gonna go M&Ms. Sorry.
M&Ms?
Haley for the win. No, Haley hates M&Ms in her cookies, so if I buy them, I know she won't eat them. It's kind of cool. Trying to figure out if I should run active amp or high amp for mods, or amp for right and amp on left. Highs amps for mods, or amp for right and amp for left.
Trying to figure it out.
So I'm thinking okay. Active is cool. Definitely you can go active. Depending on, I personally, alright, so less work. Let's go for less work, alright? Most of the time, gain controls or dedicated channels on a gain control, most of the time, there's always maybe a hair. Left and right will put out the same amount of voltage. Most of the time. Or it's close enough to where it's acceptable. Alright, DSP will fix it. If you go, like, let's say you have two 5-channel amplifiers, and you put like channel 1 and 2 here on this amp, or channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, sub. Channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, sub. You've added an extra layer of fun to it, because now you kind of have to voltage match them and get that right, so that, I mean, it's not like, you don't have to go crazy, because you're gonna play with the RTA and look at it. So if one is louder than the other, you're gonna be turning that down anyway. So it might not be that big of an issue. Come to think of it, if you're using a DSP and you're gonna voltage match everything, or like EQ as far as that goes, yeah, you'll be okay. Why not? Go for it.
All right.
Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think, because there's a couple times I wanted to do that. But I always end up going pairs, so it's like tweeter, mid, and it just seems easier in my head. But now that I'm thinking about it.
All right, what
go for it.
What do you recommend for circuit breakers? I'm thinking about Blue Z systems, or maybe Rock 4.
So when it comes to circuit breakers, I have no thoughts on the matter whatsoever. I don't like them. I don't use them. The only instance where a circuit breaker makes any sense to me is on a boat. And even there, they make fuse holders that work better. The problem with a circuit breaker is it's an on-off switch that is there to hopefully blow. And then when it blows, you walk up front, you go click, and then you run back in the car. It blew for a reason. If you blow a fuse, you stop and think for a minute, because you just blew a fuse. Most people, when they blow a circuit breaker, they don't think. So I just don't like circuit breakers. So buy whichever one you like, buy the most expensive one you can find, and then throw it away and buy a fuse.
Alright, hey guys, I heard the Rockford Punch 6.5 coaxials are better than the Prime 6.5. Do I really need to spend the extra money?
Prime over power?
Oh, the punch. Yes.
Punch?
Yes, definitely. Punch sound better than the prime. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, it's you can hear.
I mean, personally, I go power.
Well, I mean, we're wearing it, but yeah.
Primes sound good. I'll tell you that right now. Prime is a really nice sounding speaker for the money. But yeah, Punch is a little better.
Yeah. All right. Guillermo.
Power is like way better.
Yes. Guillermo Carrasco, $9.99. Thank you. Hey guys, I replacing my front dash speakers in my 2016 Silverado 1500 non-Bose. Should I do components or coaxials? Also, how should I wire components if the front speakers, the dash, run with the same wire?
Okay, so the answer to that question is simple. Components. There's plenty of companies out there that make 6x9 components now, and plenty of companies out there that make really high-end 6.5 components. So by all means, go components. Now, how do I run them? Simple enough. Depending on the type of component you buy is really going to answer that question. So for example, let's say you buy something like the Focal integration or anything from Alpine, S, R, or X. Those manufacturers have taken that crossover and they've broken it apart to little, look like candies, little shrink wrap candies. So when you take the door speaker out, you attach this little piece of crossover to it, and then you re-screw in your driver. You do the same on the top. You pull that mid-range out, you attach the crossover, put the tweeter on, and screw it in together. Now it's the same as going with a big boxed crossover. It's just now what they've done is they've separated them out into their corresponding speakers. Now, let's say you decide to go with something that doesn't come like that. So let's say you decide to get a set of Morels, 6x9s, because they sound amazing. And you're like, oh, I just want those. Katina and Fernando said those things are the bomb. All right, they're going to come with big passive crossover networks. Still, pretty simple. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the wire for the mid-range. That, like behind the radio, there's the wire that runs out to the door, or it's in the kick also. You're going to connect, that's going to be your 6x9 wire. So the mid wire is going to be that wire. All right. Then you're going to run a tweeter wire from that crossover up to the dash. So you're not going to use that tweeter wire in the dash. You're just going to unplug it. Oh, it fell. I don't need it. Okay. So now you're mounting that passive crossover inside the car. Don't mount it in the door. That's dumb. And it gets wet, falls apart, and then you've destroyed this really expensive, cool product. We don't want you to do that. So always mount the passive crossovers in the car, and then, if that made sense, so pull the radio out, grab those two wires that go to both speakers, disconnect this one. Now it's just going to go to that one, which is the mid-bass. New wire up to the tweeter, amplifier hook up to it. I'm done. Bob's your uncle.
All right. So let me go quick. Jose Reese, 555. Thank you, man. Have you worked on a 2009 Pontiac G8? Yeah, with the factory head unit. I want to put a system on it, but I want to keep the factory radio. Any suggestions on how to start?
We have, but really the only thing we've done in that is replace the speakers, and it's not a common enough car that we've done a lot of work on it. I think, though, that has the same sound system that comes in the Camaro as far as the radio amplifier systems. So I think it might be a variable voltage output from that radio going off to the factory amplifier, if it has a factory amplifier. If it doesn't have a factory amplifier, well then just throw an LC7i or any DSP with high level in it or whatever you want to do there. But if it has a factory amplifier, go to the factory amplifier, take your digital multimeter, find the output leads from the radio and test them to see if they go up and down with the radio. They'll be the only leads that have AC sound coming over them once you unplug it from the amplifier. So as far as what's inputs and outputs, and they'll be twisted.
All right. Before we go to the other one, with the Amp Pro, do I still need the LGDs on the Dodge Charger 2019 Alpine system? Also, do I need to remove the LC2i, or do I still need it for the Acubase?
First portion of the question, you do not need LGDs when you're doing that on an Alpine system and a Dodge Ram. Second part of the question, you don't have to worry about Acubase because the Amp Pro gives you a full bandwidth 20 to 20 linear clean output. So the reason why you have Acubase is because as you turn it up, the bass drops off or just does this. you're not using that output anymore. So LC2I goes bye-bye. You don't even need to use it anymore, just because you're going to get your 6 preamp outputs there.
And that was the charger, you say.
Sorry, charger. Yeah. My bad. Same thing.
The same thing.
Same system, different car. But yes, that's all you need to do.
All right.
There is a T-harness for the amplifier that I recommend buying. It's in the instruction manuals. They say buy this T-harness for it. Please buy the T-harness so you don't have to cut unless you're going to run all new wiring. The beautiful T-harness.
All right. Cue ball. 9. Okay. 981. Thank you so much. He dropped the $25.
Dang.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate what you guys do. Thank you. Someday I will take a road trip and thank you in person and demo my system build and watching your videos. I will buy a Frostbite box because of you guys.
Ooh, beautiful box.
Well, thank you, man. He's become a friend of Bruce.
Bruce is a great guy.
Yes, and you guys can check it out too.
And don't think for don't think for just because we're promoting this week and they're a sponsor of the show, that really.
We work with
a lot of people.
A lot of people.
We carry Alpine, Kenwood, Pioneer, and some Sony. All right, so we carry 4 radio brands. We carry Fox boxes, we carry MTI boxes, we carry Frostbite boxes, we carry A-Trend boxes. They're all different and they all do different things.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I agreed to bring them on, because I was like, yeah, it seems like a perfect fit. The look of this enclosure is something that's unique and that we didn't have. So that's why we went on. All right, go ahead.
Ivan, sorry, he dropped it $35.
Dang.
Thank you.
All right,
great show, guys, for the Ford Fiesta ST 2017 model. Where can I splice into it to get signal for the DMA10?
So that's a Fiesta.
That's a Fiesta 2017. I think the Ampro works in that.
No, it doesn't.
Really?
On the Fiesta, yeah. I don't think it does, because I think I looked that up the other day, and the Fiesta doesn't. Hang on. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh. So we're going to go to amplifier replacement.
This is iData, okay?
This is iData, because there's some of theirs is better than the model. And see, there it is. See, the Fiesta isn't listed. See, I think I checked this the other day. And the Amp Pro is going to be the exact same way. And I don't think Nav TV makes anything either.
William Burr, what's up, man?
So okay. It's a Sony system. You're going to have to go to the amplifier. So that's the first thing, is to get to the amplifier. It's a unique system. It's different than all the other systems. It may have variable voltage. It probably doesn't, because Ford really sucks at that.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to grab is the front 2 tweeters, the front 2 mid, and the subwoofer. I don't have wire colors because we always just find that out where they go. But those are the speakers you're going to need. So on the 810, you can do 1 and 2 tweeter, 3 and 4 mid. Sum those 2 together if you want. If you're not going to be doing full active, you can sum those 2 together. You don't have to worry about any all-pass filters or any of that silliness on that particular system. And then you can do rear on 6 and 5 and 6, and then sub can be 7, and then if you have the center, if you need to bring that in for any reason, that can be 8, or switch those around. But that's really what you're gonna do, and we just don't have wire colors.
All right, not sure. He dropped the $9.99. Thank you. Help. I brought a PAC Audio AP4CH41 R2
version 2
for the 2019 Ram 2500 with the Harman Kardon system, with the 12-inch screen and the 360 camera. And when I plug it in, everything, the cameras didn't work anymore. Any ideas?
You forgot a harness. I tell you right now, you forgot a harness. You didn't plug something back in, because they're not even on the same plug. They're not even. They're not even on the same harness. So I mean, I don't know why that, because that harness has been tested and tested and tested on those vehicles, and I mean, we haven't done the 12-inch, but we know guys that have, and we know they've tested them. There has to have been something that just didn't get plugged in. It happens. I mean, I had a guy come up here and was like insistent, and I mean, I'm not saying that you forgot one. I mean, there could be an honest to God glitch, but
right.
I haven't seen one yet because, like I said, they're not even on the same harness.
No.
Well, I take that back. No, on that, no, they're not.
It's in a 2019.
Yeah, because I mean, it's fully pinned.
Yeah.
The only other thing you could do is check to make sure that one of the pins didn't come out of the big T harness.
Okay, so in this one, it's not like you have to select it.
No, there's no camera selecting.
Well, it's a 360.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, there's no camera anything on an Amp Pro. There's no nothing there. There's no select. It's just audio, straight audio. Anything, the only thing that's affected is, now the other thing you can do too, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. If you go to pack-audio.com, this green box right here in the corner is a support tab. If you click on that, during the week, there's usually guys that are sitting there and can respond to your question. So you may want to try that on Monday. And the earlier the better. Alright. How do you guys fit 6.5 in the 2003 Silverado with the Metro brackets? Because every time I put a 6.5 in, the speaker sticks out of the adapter. And a 5 1/4 fits with a super small gap. Should I use the best kit bracket? Yeah, we use the best kits bracket. That's which one is this one? I think. Is it this ugly one? Yeah, it's the 345. But yeah, we use the best kits, or we just cut one out of plastic, like 1/8 plastic. Sometimes if we're going with a big 6.5, we'll just cut that funky shape so it covers up the 2 clip holes out of 1/8.
And Jason put in a new video.
How about damn time? Do you guys use wire ferrules inside the enclosures when wiring up a sub? Sometimes. Depends on how big of the subwoofer it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, pack doesn't respond. Can take 24 hours though at a time to get a response. So be patient. Definitely be patient.
Yeah, I mean you have to be patient.
Yeah, because right now, so not to make excuses for Pack or any of the other manufacturers, but right now, as everybody knows, there's this weird COVID-19 thing going on, and car audio is way busier now than it has ever been, which is hard to believe because, like, it shouldn't be, but we're slammed, and they're slammed too, and they are not geared up to deal with this many calls that they're getting. I called Pack the other day, and it took like almost 48 hours before I got a call back. So, I mean, I could call direct. I just don't want to bug the guys because it's like it was stupid.
William, getting back into it after 15 years.
Wow.
Wow, been watching the channel for a little bit. Now you guys rock. We'd like to come back one day and talk with you guys. I live 15 minutes. Yeah. I mean,
we're here.
You know, like how
wear a mask.
How it is right now. Yeah, just wear a mask.
Don't touch anything. I'm in the mood for some chimichangas.
Oh wow.
Go Deadpool. I'm doing old school build. Thoughts on noise gate? Is that still a thing? You got one?
Yeah.
Hi from South Africa. Great show as always. I have a set of Focal Flax FX. See, there you go.
There you go.
That's how you say it. I have some FX Flax components in the front. Well, I notice a big difference if I bi-amp them with the crossover Focal amp 80 watts per channel. I'm going to go with yes.
You're
okay.
Gonna notice the difference?
I'm going to go with yes. However, it might not be the biggest difference you're thinking. Where you'd really notice the difference is if you bi-amp them and add a DSP. Or just buy a DSP and do away with them altogether because you have 4 channels.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then yeah, you will get some more power out of them. A lot of the times when we want to do that, we do like staggered power. So we'll have, let's say, a 4-channel amplifier and a 2-channel amplifier. So let's say a 40 by 4 and 400 by 4 and 400 by 2. And so we'll take the 400 by 2, which is essentially 100 watts or 75, whatever the amplifier is doing, put that on tweeter rear, and then we'll take the 400 by 2, which is 200 by 2, and put that on the front mid bass. That's typically when bi-amping becomes like really nice and functional. Otherwise, not so much.
El Fernandez, he dropped the $20. See you guys later. My battery is going to die. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Your battery will love you.
All right, so Jeff say, I want to find, what is Jeff? Okay. It is a bad thing that I've been satisfied with my system for 6 months without feeling to need to change something. No, it's not bad.
Why is that bad?
No, it's actually good.
I mean, life is full of enough indecision as it is. So finally finding something that you're confident and comfortable with is actually kind of refreshing if you think about it. I mean, there's a point to where enough is enough, okay? Like you've done enough. It's like when I go to these car shows and sit in the parking lot with these guys that are doing SQ builds and stuff like that, the cars, it's like, what are you guys doing? Well, we got together last night and we tweaked it. Yeah. Tweaked what? We you know, the 1 dB here, 1 dB there. It's like, it's the same system. Nothing changed. Like, there's no new speakers, there's no new install, there's no new nothing. They just played with the DSP.
Just tweak it a little bit.
And to me, that's cool, but it's like,
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Why not?
Yeah.
So if you're comfortable with your system, the question I was asked, do you have a DSP? Because if you don't,
you're not tuning nothing.
Then you should get one. And if you have one and you're comfortable with it, then leave it alone and don't touch it and just ride out. Sometimes it's nice to just sit back and look and appreciate your work. I mean, I feel that's kind of how, like, when I watch these shows where these goofballs build these cabins in the middle of nowhere that I have to go outside and poop in the woods. Who would do that? But they just sit on that porch swing and they look at that beautiful view as they're swinging, and I'm sure in the back of their mind they're thinking, well, I hope there's no beavers in the portalet tonight, you know, on my butt. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to just sit back and enjoy it, and just like, I mean, trust me, when we're done with the system and we've tweaked it, we've touched it, and it's like, yeah, we're done. It's great. I love it. Just stop. I mean, you know, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I just want to adjust this, and I'll plug in the laptop, and I'll be like, why did you do that? And it just, I'm fine with leaving stuff alone. 2020 update shop tour. Nah, because the shop is just a mess.
Oh, it's a mess.
Blue tape everywhere.
Really mess.
We don't clean it for him anymore because we're too busy over here.
Yeah, no, we're not going in. We're not going there.
Yeah, dude, I literally walk in there like this. I got my mask on.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I'll paint the full picture. Do I have a mask somewhere?
Yeah, it's right there. The blue one.
Yeah, where's it at?
Around there.
Yeah, it was. Damn it! I don't know where it went.
Anyway, just.
So you know, I walk in there like this.
Act number 1.
Hi. Okay, and then if I don't bring my own pen and I've got to touch his pen, I'm like going, oh, I got to touch his pen. Ugh. I just immediately, it's like my hand just, I can feel the cooties creeping up my fingers, and I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna die.
And you have to be safe. So, you know, we just go grab the keys, come back, clean the car, drop the keys, that's it.
Thank you, Victor. That means a lot. It really does. And that's not sarcasm, even though it sounds like it.
Actually, Jeff Farley say, what do you think about the new Audio Frog?
Oh, the new Neo Magnet speaker?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not going to lie, I got to see a preview of it in California. He brought it out to me. He goes, Dean, come here, I want to show you something.
Just like that.
I'm like, okay, Andy. And he brought me back, and he goes, look. And then he tells me all the things that he had to do to it because it didn't come perfect. And I was like, wow, that looks cool. When's that going to come out? He goes, when are you going to be a dealer? And I was like, yeah, good, touche. But, yeah, it's cool stuff. It's Audio Frog, man.
Nobster, fue un placer, man.
Don't get me wrong, I have
gracias
a Helix.
por las galletas.
Don't get me wrong, I have a Helix DSP. It took weeks to get right, but I found the sweetness and waste satisfied enough to not need further tweaks.
Yeah,
enough is awesome. Enough. Sometimes, listen, you know, the whole diminishing returns thing. It's like you get to a point where it's just you're not getting the time you're wasting is not worth it. The thing is this is the nice thing about car audio. Okay, and I'm gonna and you were there and I was there. People settle, all right. So like if you've got $20 today, you know,
$20 is $20.
$20. You know, you're gonna be like, how much? You can afford this one, and so you're gonna buy this 4-channel, which is 400 by 4. But the amp you really wanted was, I almost dropped it again, was this one, the 1200 by 4. But you don't have the money for that today, so you're gonna settle for this one.
Yeah.
And in the back of your head, that guy that says, dumbass, you settled. Now what are you gonna do? You know you're gonna have to sell this because you really want this one.
Yeah.
What a waste. That guy is screaming in your head. So the next time you get money in, you're gonna be like, I gotta buy this. And you're gonna come in and you're gonna buy this. And then this is gonna roll around in the trunk of your car because you've already forgot about it. You don't care until your buddy goes, hey man, is that an amp? Yeah, you wanna buy it? $50, it's yours. And then you wasted that money and it's like, yeah, okay. And then you're gonna be like, man, I want a bigger amp on my subs because I only got the small, you know, I got the little 3K and I want the 5K. You know, so I love people like that. I love it. It's the joy of car audio is the indecision that people. You know, I bought the Access, but I really wanted the Flax.
Yeah. Well,
But
just
you
wait
know,
for the Flax.
I'm just gonna settle. Okay, bro, whatever you want. And then 6 months later, like, dude, it's time to upgrade to the Flax.
Yeah.
Sounds wonderful.
I mean, that's your money. Whatever you want to do, it's just like, you know.
Spend it, bro.
But sometimes when you do it and you hear it, it's like, ah, man, yeah, that was not what I wanted. Okay, well.
Well, no, if I'm designing the system, you're getting what you wanted because I'm not doing that twice.
All right, I have a set of Rockford T1 components, and I don't plan of running rear speakers. Will you still buy the Mini T404 or the T202?
So, if you guys caught the picture of the
Toyota?
three amps we did in Toyota, I think you just put up a picture of it the other day too.
Yeah.
So we went with it was a three-way passive setup front.
Three-way passive, yeah.
And
Why
the
you
problem.
go octave? Yeah.
Anyways, originally it was supposed to be a two-way set. So it was supposed to be a much smaller system. It was just supposed to be a two-way set with a 404, doing front, doing rear, and a small amp for the sub. And that was it. It was super simple. And then the guy was like, hey, I really want to do a three-way set. Or the three-way. I bought these pods. I bought the sail panels for my tweeters. And I was like, spectacular. We don't have enough power now. So we went with the 402 to power the three-way set. And then, of course, the only other matching amp was another 402. So I was like, oh, you're going to buy two. And that gave us plenty of power. It was more than enough power. I mean, it was really impressive. I was like, because you're always worried. It's like, is that going to be enough? And it was. It was plenty of power. So I guess the answer to the question would be, get the 402. Move on. And they need like 100 by 2.
Alright, hey guys, what's the nicest component set you will run on a Kicker Key 200.4 before it doesn't make sense?
What's the what?
What's the nicest component set? The new Kicker KS.
Oh. Well, the nicest. They're definitely not the nicest. They're nice.
But
they're
like,
definitely not the nicest. So I mean, I would do Access. I would do all of the. You could. Not Virtus.
No,
not Virtus.
That's not even enough power.
No, I wouldn't do Virtus. The step down though, probably okay. I'd do Cento Pros. Would sound nice. The Hertz Cento Pros. Prime. Not Prime. Prima. Prima would kill it on those. Like a set of Primas.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. Because Primas, with the amount of power that thing has on a set of Primas, dude, those things would kill it. Because they're super efficient and they sound great. So I would say some Audison Primas would be like if you're looking for I got money and I want to spend the most that I can to get some speakers for that to make it sound as best as humanly possible. Obviously the Kicker KS, we've done them, we know it sounds great, they're spectacular. It's like, yeah. But if you're looking for something exotic, which a lot of you guys are, pick up some Audison Primas.
All right, talk about more Kicker Key. On the Dodge Charger 2019, if I go with the Kicker Key, do I still need the Amp Pro?
So here's the problem, and I'm glad you asked that because that is an important question. This is the Kicker Key. I think this is the 1800 because we have a 200 over there. But
Well,
so
that's what
here.
they say, the 1800.
Okay, so here's the problem with the Kicker
180.
Key. It's a 4-channel amplifier that can do one of two things. It can either be 4 channels out to front and rear, components, coaxials, coaxials, coaxials,
Yeah.
or it can be an active front, meaning mid-range, tweeter, mid-range. What you run into is this is designed to work in a car that does not come with a factory premium sound system, okay? If your car has a premium sound system, Alpine, Beats, whatever, insert name here, okay? Really not the best option for you, okay? Because power for power, it'll sound better, but not like, there again, that diminishing returns. It's not of enough better. So, you know, they even tell you, it's like, it's not made, like if you have that premium Chrysler Alpine system and you decide to take it out, you're not taking it out to put a Kicker Key in. That's not a good idea. I wouldn't do it.
No, not at all.
I get it because it's like super simple and it'll give you that neat thing, but loudness wise, it's not going to be loud enough. You're going to get in there and be like, it sounds about the same volume. So you need bigger power.
Yeah.
So check out like a bigger 4-channel amp. Maybe a D4800 from Audio Control. You know, just a thought. Okay, go ahead. Or if you like the KS. Good. Need bigger Kickers need bigger 4-channel amplifiers. That's my biggest beef with Kicker. They need bigger 4-channel amplifiers. However, they do have an 8-channel and a 6-channel amplifier that I really love because that's really cool. But anyways.
All right. I remember running a Punch 45 HD mono to a 1 Altec Lansec MS12
Altec
pounded.
Lansing.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yep.
In a ported enclosure, you'd be surprised that you don't need 1,000 watts to get a good bass response.
Yeah, we know this. We actually, the whole premise behind Car Stereo Lab in Fernando's car was we took this guy here, the PVR 404 from Rockford, which is this little tiny guy right here, and this powered his whole system. So we put this on his front components and his 8-inch ported sub, and it sounded phenomenal. And the whole idea behind it was when you match things up properly, you get the sound that you're looking for. You don't have to have a gazillion watts to do this stuff. We know that. So this is a pretty spectacular little thing. Another thing, someone was asking about radio power and passive crossovers. Yeah, you can do it, but keep in mind this. Where's your camera?
Okay.
This little guy right here. Just
put it in the table.
That is a 50 watt by 4 amplifier. So when you compare the two, that's it, man. That's your deck power. Okay, that sucks. Sucks bad. But anyways, so yes, I don't like to run passive crossovers on deck power. It really irritates me. It irritates me bad, especially when you can get something like this or any one of these small little amplifiers here on the table. Or personally, what is like the Kicker Key. There you go. So there's plenty of small little amplifiers out there that are awesome.
All right.
Yes, you don't need a zillion watts. A billion watts, yes. Zillion, no. Just kidding. How come you don't talk more about your brand choice in your videos, like Kicker versus Rockford for a particular car, etc.? I thought we covered that pretty heavily. I get what you're saying. Like, why did we pick what? Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about it. It depends. Okay, so depends on whose video it is we're shooting. So, for example, is it something that we curated in the sense that, like, we picked the equipment, we talked to the customer, and then we sold them the system? Or is it something that Paul dealt with? So there's two different systems that get built here. If it's a Paul-built system, we have no idea. We never talked to the customer. We don't know why. It's usually like, it's a price point or this box match that point. I don't know. We don't even, it's like, here's the stuff, put it in, and we're like, okay. If it's something that we put in, I mean, I guess we could talk about why we chose particular components.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, it's just a matter of negotiating as far as what the customer is looking for. We carry 3 exotic brands, which is Otis and Hertz, Morel, and Focal, which are the 3 exotic brands we carry. By no means are those the best out there. There's plenty of them out there that we just don't carry them. We have to, we have to deal with what Paul sells.
Yep.
And 5-star. So, and those are really 3 good brands because we can do a lot with them. I mean, we also carry Rockford and Alpine and Kenwood and Kicker and all that.
Yeah.
And we'll put those in, but there's nothing in it.
See?
It's empty. It's empty.
Yeah, almost drop it.
But it just really comes down to talking to the customer a lot of the times and figuring out what they need. And the videos sometimes get long-winded because I like to talk, apparently.
No.
And yeah, I know.
Thank you, Jason, for the $5, man, and I see you Monday. All right. I have a D6 1200 with the Hertz Mille Pros. What's a good next upgrade point?
So the D6 1200 on a set of Hertz Mille Pros.
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice. You got a DSP.
Yeah. Now,
I'm assuming he's got a subwoofer.
Now, my question will be like, is active or is just passive, like what we did on the...
I don't know.
I like Morel. Dude, those Morels, they're awesome. I was like, what?
Hi, will you recommend the key lock for Toyota Corolla 2016 for integration? Definitely. Oh God, yes. Yes, run, don't stop. Get the key lock, for sure.
Special orders, yes. Paul does special orders.
He's special.
Yeah.
One more time before you sign out, a point of view with the new camera. So the show today is brought to you by...
Hang on.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
MTI Acoustics. MTI Acoustics makes really cool truck boxes that are made to order. So things like the plexi panels he's showing you, the Ford F-150 logo, Dodge, Toyota, lighted back panels, plexi inserts with windows, stitching to match, factory matched vinyl, all the fun stuff they will make to order your enclosure for you. And you can simply head over to, see, look at that laser working there. You can head over to their website, mtiacoustics.com. Come over to the system. Oh, there we go. It got big. Oh, hold on. Wrong mouse. Come over here and design and build your enclosure. They can, you choose your truck and you go to town. Now, they also have, truck boxes are their thing, but they also offer just small downfiring enclosures, one sub, 2 subs, seat risers, and all the fun stuff to go along with making your truck look as sexy as the wheels and tires you put on it.
Just call them, talk to them.
I personally like the boxes that have little plexi windows on the side that show the woofers so you can see through the box all the way, and the mirrors and the lights and all that fun stuff. So definitely check them out. Thanks so much for them sponsoring the show. Try to get a coupon code. So if you're going to buy one, give me a week. Hopefully next week I'll get one for you.
And don't forget, guys, tomorrow is going to be the deadline for the Clean Wire Club.
Oh, yeah, so that you can... Hold on.
Just put your pictures, nice pictures, clean pictures. We're going to select one. That's the nomination. On Sunday...
You get this spot right here, man. Wasn't that sexy?
Dude,
that guy's awesome, man. Yeah, he does really some sexy work. I love those RCAs. Yeah. Everyone was like, these are laser cut wire holders. Yeah. These are really cool. Trust me, I've been toying with that idea for a while, and then he went and did it. And I was like, damn it. Yeah. That's what I get for thinking too long.
Clean Wire Club. Go ahead, check it out. Dean and Fernando, car stereo clips. Go and subscribe. We take all these questions and we make them clips. So
DNF Tool Drawer is a place you can go to find all the cool tools that we use. So you can come here in the meter and probe. Let me go down here. So you guys always ask, like, where do we get our polarity pops? Where you get your left, right, center? Where you get your pink noise? Dude, you can download them right here. They're free. They're there. So you can get your tracks for doing your system testing right there on D&F Tool Drawer. Isn't that exciting? I know, right?
Exciting.
All right, guys, Teespring/store/5-star. It's the weekend, so make sure you do smart things. I know a lot of you, like here, you have to wear masks. You're supposed to stay home. Florida, of course, is full of crazy people that apparently think that this whole thing is over. But the 4th of July is fast upon us. And I have a feeling if you order your shirt now, you probably will not get it by next weekend. Shame on you. However, you'll have it in time for next year. So make sure you pick up your patriotic 5-star shirt.
That is correct.
It's very awesome and sexy. And you will look even sexier in it. The girls will not know what to do with you. Or the guys will not know what to do with you either. They'll be like, oh my God, he's so cute.
Boom.
Damn.
That's right.
I'm assuming you're a woman. Don't go there. You guys are weird. All right. That's it, guys. Uber, Lyft. If you're going to be, out doing silly things, phone a friend, or just stay home and drink the Corona there. Right? Isn't it easier now? Isn't everyone used to just drinking from home now?
Yeah, they say it's not gonna be alcohol in the bars anymore, so just buy it and drink at home. Yeah, that's what they say.
Jason had Fro had some.
Oh, that was a good one.
Dude, no, that watermelon stuff is disgusting.
What?
Oh, it's it's gross. Have you tried it?
Yes, it's
good.
It's
disgusting.
What are you talking about?
Anyways.
Like that shirt, yeah, buy it. Buy it.
You can find us here, of course, on YouTube. You can find us on, don't forget, next week, you can find us on 5-Star Car Stereo on Instagram, the number 5. We made it, hard. And then Monday, we'll be back doing this again on Facebook at 6:30. As always, living the vida loca, having a great time.
Bye, David.
Ooh, next Saturday, no show.
Oh, it's no show next Saturday. That's right.
Because it's the 4th of July. Which is a holiday here in the States for those of you guys that don't live here.
Yeah.
I don't know, they used to blow stuff up, but they're not blowing up stuff this year.
Not anymore.
But, hey, as Paul said today, after working 12 hours, hey, look at the bright side, you get next Saturday off.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Whoopity-doo!
Other than that, thank you guys for supporting the show.
You guys have a great weekend as
on
always.
Monday.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
End the stream.